Assalamu alaikum. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of CORO Cybersecurity Demo Series. So, here once again, me, Mohammed Rafiq, Cybersecurity Analyst at Blue Qubit Consulting. In the previous episode, we explored how CORO protects your endpoints from ransomware, malware, and device attacks. But today, we are moving beyond the endpoint because modern cyber attacks rarely start on a laptop anymore. So they start in the cloud. You can see Microsoft 360, Google Workspace, OneDrive, SharePoint, Google Drive, Exchange Online. These platforms store your emails, financial reports, HR documents, customer contracts, and business critical data. And unfortunately, this is exactly where attackers are focusing today. Today's demo will show you how CORO continuously monitors cloud application, detects suspicious activities in real time, and automatically responds before those threats turns into business incidents. So once again, let's get started. We are currently on the CORO action board. So here you can see everything is very visible. Open tickets, auto resolved, and protected users, protected device. Everything is very visible and very clear. This is where all security modules come together into a single AI-powered dashboard. Here you can see these are a summary of all of the modules. Here is the subscription of the modules which the currently environment has. So instead of managing separate tools for endpoint protection, for email security, for cloud security, identity protection, and data governance, everything is very centralized. Right now, let's focus on cloud security. I will simply click review. So you can see here is the CORO shows us our connected cloud environment, which is Microsoft 365. In this demo, Microsoft 365 is already connected. The integration only takes a few minutes, but once connected, CORO continuously monitors your cloud applications 24 hours a day. Now let's look at the top priority alerts. Notice that CORO isn't floating as the meaningless logs. Instead, it highlights the events that require immediate attention. For example, malware in cloud drive, mass data download, abnormal admin activity, impossible traveler, suspected boot attacks. Here you can see identity compromise, suspected boot attacks, say mass data deletion, mass data download. Every one of these alerts represent a real world cyber attack that organizations face every single day. So now let's investigate them one by one. First of all, we will begin with the malware in cloud drive. So let's imagine an employee uploads an infected file into OneDrive or SharePoint. That malware can quickly spread across your organization through file sharing and synchronization. Let's open the alert. Immediately, CORO tells us exactly what happened. It detected ransomware. Go to the full details section. Here you can see it detected ransom.exe inside Microsoft 365. The exact location is displayed. The affected user is identified. So this is the file path, and this is the file name, and the name of the virus, and the IPs, and everything is very visible and very clear. The affected user is identified, and most importantly, the malicious file has already been quarantined automatically. So let's go and see automatically quarantine to prevent the spread of malware in the cloud app. This is extremely important because instead of waiting for an administrator, CORO immediately isolates the infected file before it separates. Now let's move to the full details section again. Here we can see the file name, very visible, file path, virus name, and the user responsibility. So creation time, last modification, IP address. So here you can see performed by, created by, last modified by, and beam type, and IP address and country. And where the so and the even the country where the activity originated. This level of visibility dramatically reduces investigation time. Now let's look at the available actions. If we determine that this file is actually malicious, we can delete it permanently. We can approve it and restore it safely. Everything can be managed directly from the console. Now switching between Microsoft portals and no PowerShell scripts, no manual searching, everything is available in one place. Here you can see all of the options: suspend user from all cloud apps, suspend user from Microsoft 365, request user to sign into all cloud apps, request user to sign into Microsoft 365, and contact user. You can immediately contact the user, and then ticket information and the what the incident is happened will be mailed to the user immediately with the full details. Now imagine someone accidentally uploads ransomware into your company SharePoint without uh, cloud security. That file makes synchronized to dozens of employees within minutes. With CORO, the file is isolated immediately before anyone can open it. That's the difference between a small alert and a company-wide ransomware incident. So this is basically the best business value of CORO. So now let's move towards another incident type of cloud security: mass data download. So let's explore it more. What it is? So let's investigate another very common insider threat: mass data download. This alert tells us that a user suddenly downloaded an unusual large number of files. Why is this dangerous and serious? Because data theft often happens before an employer resigns or when an attacker compromises an account. CORO immediately notices unusual download behavior that doesn't match the user's normal activity. So opening the alert, we can see exactly what's happening and what happened, which cloud service was affected. Here you can see the service was Microsoft 365, the originator IP addresses. Here you can see the IP addresses and a complete list of download folders. So let's go and let you show you. These are the list of download folders. Everything is documented. Now notice the response options. And this activity looks suspicious. We can suspend access Microsoft 365. Suspend access to all connected cloud applications. Force the user to sign in again or contact the user directly. Instead of discovering data theft days after, you can stop it while it's happening immediately. So the business value to this: one compromised account can steal thousands of confidential documents in minutes, financial reports, HR files, customer databases, contracts, source code. With CORO, thousands those abnormal downloads are detected immediately. That gives your security team valuable time to respond before data leaves the organization. So now let's move to another ticket type or another ticket alert type of cloud security, which can be abnormal admin activity. Administrator accounts are the most valuable targets for attackers. If an admin account is compromised, the attacker can create users, reset passwords, disable security controls, and gain complete control of Microsoft 365. So let's open the alerts now. CORO immediately tells us an unusual administrator action occurred. So here is the description what happens. It also shows the exact IP address. Go to the full detail section. Here you can see how many times the event happens and affected services. Now imagine your administrator usually works from the New York, but suddenly administrator changes appear from another country. Would you want to know immediately? Absolutely. That's exactly what core detects. Now let's look at the response action sections. So suspend Microsoft 365, suspend all cloud application, force password, re-authentication, or contact the administration immediately. Everything is available directly inside the CORO. So the business value for this is admin account compromise in one of the fastest ways attackers can full control of an organization. So detecting those activities within second can prevent an entire organization or business takeover. So this is very beneficial for the businesses. So now you can see admin account compromise is one of the fastest ways attackers gain full control of an organization. Then it happens and they can gain access for everything and they can attack your system and at the end you can lose everything and it will make you financial loss, reputation damage, and everything. And your business can be shut down at that time. So now let's move into an other threat type, which can be one of the fastest AI detections of CORO. You can say that that is impossible traveler. So this is very common indicator of stolen credentials. Let's open the tickets now and notice that CORO found the same user logged in from two different countries. Go to the full detail section. Let's open this Dropbox. You can see here everything is very visible. Two different countries within an impossible amount of time. For example, a login from the United Kingdom. So you can see no person can immediately log in from United Kingdom followed by another login from India just in an hour later. Obviously, a person cannot physically travel between those two countries in a 60 minutes. So what does that usually indicate? Most likely someone else has stolen their credentials. This is exactly the kind of activity that traditional antivirus solution never see because nothing is happening on the endpoint. The attack is happening entirely in the cloud. Now let's review the response options. We can immediately suspend access, force the user authentication again, or temporarily disable cloud application until the investigation is complete. This is dramatically reduce the attacker's opportunity to move literally and compromise your system or environment. So credential theft is responsible for the majority of modern cloud breaches. You can immediately see suspend the user from all cloud apps and you can just press the action. It's very simple and it comes and the compromised credentials and the attacker who is using that, the account is already suspended from its end and sign out. So detecting impossible travel automatically helps organization stop account takeover attacks before attackers gain persistence. So cloud security doesn't stop there. We can see CORO also must monitors mass data deletion, boot activities, identity compromise, permission changes, zero authentication abuse, cloud application risk. Every activity is analyzed continuously by CORO AI instead of reacting after damage occurs. Your security team receives immediate visibility. So why businesses choose CORO Cloud Security? So most of the organizations rely entirely on Microsoft or Google native logs. The problem is those logs don't always tell you what matters. Your IT team still has to investigate manually. CORO changes that instead of simplify collecting logs. It analyzes behavior, it prioritizes risk, it automates responses, and it presents everything through a single dashboard. That means fewer tools, less complexity, faster investigation, and stronger cloud protection. So today's business operate in the cloud, your email, document, customer reports, financial information, and intellectual property all live there. Protecting endpoint alone is no longer enough in organization. So organization also need visibility into what's happening inside Microsoft 365 and Google Workspace. We can say also there are a lot of cloud spaces like workspaces like Slack. That's exactly what CORO Cloud Security delivers. Continuously monitoring, AI-powered threat detection, automated responses, and complete visibility into your cloud. If you would like to see how CORO protects your own Microsoft 365 workspace, so environment, we would be happy to help you. At Blue Qubit Consulting, we offer complimentary live demonstration and 50-day pilot, allowing you to experience CORO in your environment. We will identify security gaps, review your current cloud posture, and show you how CORO can simplify your security operations, all with no obligations. If you are ready to strengthen your cloud security, contact Blue Qubit Consulting today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode where we will explore CORO email security and see how AI blocks phishing, business email compromise, malicious attachments, and zero-day email threats before they ever reach your users. Thank you all. Thank you for watching. Again, take care. Bye bye. Did I stop recording? Or I didn't start this recording?